Hey all, Jazzy here. Today I'll be showing you how to make a Melbourne bound include in FL Studio using Serum. First up, you'll want to download the tables folder that I've included in the description, as it has some custom tables that you'll need for this tutorial. And secondly, we're going to be making two super saws that kind of blend together to get that super saw sound you hear in a lot of tracks, such as stuff that Scandal and Slice of Dice have made. But here's a preview of the actual one we're going to make today. So yeah, that's what we're going to be making. So first up, load up two instances of Serum. I've already done that. And put them onto channel, the first channel in your mixer, or whatever channel you're working on, the track you have open. Yeah, so open up the first one, which is the first sim, and open or turn on both oscillators. And with the first one, go to the Supersaws table folder that I gave you and click 1A, and the second one you want to put in 1B. With the first one, down an octave, and you want 8 unison. Turn the D tune up to 80. Oh no, 50. Up to 50. Yeah. Blend up to 84. And level down to 74. With the second oscillator, you want unison up to 8, detune up to 50, blend up to 85, so just a tiny bit, and level down to 66. Next, we want to check on the filter, and you want it to be on normal and then low 18. Turn on B, so the second oscillator being filtered in, I guess. Those two can remain off. Cut off. Cut off to about 23,000. Exactly, I got is 23,400. That's about right there. You want the reso up to 30. Drive, you want it up to 20. Mix all the way up, and you want the fat at about 38. Now, we move on to the envelopes. Nice, so go on the first envelope, tack all the way down the K, on the, I think it's 402 ms, sustain minus 6.9, and release a tiny bit to 2022, something like that. Second envelope, tack all the way down again. The K, it's about 189 ms. That's close enough. Sustain all the way down, and release you want about 166 ms. Yeah, that's good enough. Now with this, you want to chuck on the filter cutoff, and you want it up to about 7. Yeah, the sound. Too bad. Alrighty, what do we got now? Third envelope. Attack, you want a tiny bit down to 0.3. Decay, you can keep that same, and the release up to 20 ms. Now we move on to the FX tab. This starts to like really define the sound. You add the distortion, compression, EQ, and a filter on. So first off, go to the distortion, leave it on tube, put it on pre-post or pre or whatever it is, and you want that to be at 2,800, right, at 2,847. Got there. Q you want at 1.2. And you want drive and mix all the way up. That's already up. Play, see how it sounds. So you're starting to get that really detuned, sorry type sound. Alright, next we go on to the compressor, and the fresh we want about minus 13.2. You want the gain up to 3.9, and you want the multiband on. Now the EQ, we add that now. The first frequency knob we want about 4,199. So yeah. Q, the first Q, you want that at about 60, so keep it how it is. You want to put it on that, leave it like that. Frequency, you want this one about 1,800. Yep, good. And you want this gain knob at 5.1. Alright, next, the last thing in this FX scenario we want is filter. You want it on performance free, which is a normal. No, it's not. Hang on, just find it. Oh yeah, MISC and then performance free. And you want to put the cutoff to 0. Res at about 49. Drive at about 26. Performance at 0, mix at 0. And now we'll go to global first. There's a couple of settings I'm going to change here with this one. You want the range, put that down to 1 instead of 2, and the wavetable position, you want that to be 43, and you want that one to be at 16. In the stack, you want this one to be at 12 2 times, and that one can stay off. The OSC settings, you want it as 4x instead of 2x. Now we've got to change something in the matrix. That can go off. That can go back to 0. Don't think that really matters. Alright, so for we want this one to be mod wheel. Scroll down. Mod wheel. You want to change this amount to 66. 6. Destination. You want oversee A and then A warp. Second one, mod wheel. 44. And you want that as OSCB and then B warp. And then next one, mod wheel again. What that is 90. You want that to be filter and then fill bar. Next one, mod wheel. You want that as 53. And you want that to be FX and then fill bar. But I can find it. There we go. And we've got, I think, 2 more to go. Next one, mod wheel again. You want this to be about 58. And you want to change this to FX and then fill wet. There we go, there it is. And you want to change this curve. You want to put it at 61. And we got 1 more to go. Change that. Oh shit. Change that to mod wheel. Turn that down to -29. And we want this to be FX and then EQVOLL. Alright, let's see how this sounds. Pretty sounds okay, I guess. Needs more processing though. And we've got to add the second one. Let's turn the volume down a bit. Alright, so we'll close that one and we'll move on to the second instance of Serum now. Okay. Open it up and quick detach so you can see the whole thing. Want to turn on both oscillators again. With this one, you want to go to the table folder and go 2A, and with that one, you want to go 2B. Alright, so the first oscillator, you want down an octave, unison at 4, detune at 0.40. And with oscillator B, you want that down octave as well, unison at 8, and you want the level all the way up. And you want to add the noise as well, and go to analog and then bright white. Change the level tiny bit up to 27, and you want to apply an alpha to the level knob and change that down to 21. Alrighty, now we're going on to the filter. Go normal and then high 24. cutoff you want at 622. Can put it at 100%. You want that at about 16. You want the drive at 18. Oh, it's the other side. As in that it has that nice superstore kind of thing, but it still needs a lot of work. So now we'll go into the first envelope, attack down a tiny bit to 0.3 and the release at 20 ms. Second envelope, attack at -3 again. Decay, you want about 170 ms. Sustain all the way down and release up to 20. Envelope 3, attack down to 0.3. Sustain, stay that way, and release at 20 ms. Now we move on to the LFOs. First LFO, you want trig on, and you want to keep. I'm going to turn those two off, but you want to put that on. Rate, you want about. What do we have it at? It's 67, I think. Yeah, 67.9 hertz. And that can remain the same. LFO2 mode is off. You want that on, the rest of those two off. Rate at 67.9 again. Those can remain 0. Can't replace that then. Not too bad. Go on to FX, put on hyper/dimension. You want the mix down to 0, size down to 0. But you want this mix up to about 23. Now add some distortion. You want on a 2, that's alright. Put on pre, change that value to about 5,695, and put the Q as 0.7. Drive all the way up and mix all the way up. Now we're going to EQ. Now we want the frequency as 938. Q is 36. Gain at 4 decibels. Now we want middle, left, top, right, and that. And then we want to put the gain up to 6.1. Alright. Go into the matrix. First one. Let's change that to LFO1. Oh, that must have messed up. So, doesn't matter. Put this LFO1 amount to 5. Change that to global and mask TUN. And the second one we want as LFO2, which I'll print at the one at the top. Just to change the order, change that to 21. change that to noise OSD and then noise level. And then the last one in this is NV2, change that up to 66. And you want to change that to FX DLY 3. So this one. Now let's see how this sounds. I haven't messed around with this just to see if I can fix that up. Sounds a bit, might be alright. And I'll try EQing it, see if it sounds better. So we'll move on to the effects chain. So we're on, so we're on the first channel, which both instances of Serum are linked to, and we want to load up the wall filter. You want to change that to the band reject mode. You want overdrive at 20, and you want the resonance at about 40. Alright, that's all we need to do in wall filter. Next we move on to the EQ. So check on Verb Filter Pro Q or whatever EQ you're using. Usually I start off with a low cut and change the frequency to about 200. That's what it sounds like in the track, and cut some highs off as well at the 15 kilohertz mark. Change the band down to about 0.58. That's alright with that. And the middle, you want to cut some of the mids out, so they're somewhere around there. 1706. Don't have to do it exactly. Just go away pretty much. The gain I turned down about 5 decibels. It still sounds a little distorted. I put something in FX change, I think. There's something in here. In here, I think it's. I was just turn it a little bit. That's the second one. There we go. The LFO one was messing up how it sounds. Alright, so you can turn that off. It's way better now. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. Change it about 15. Because I'm going to do the effect change. With the one, yeah. So I'm going to chuck on the instance of Kickstart. Now with my project I also chucked on the send channel because for some reason it wasn't ducking. It didn't have that the sidechain kind of feel to it. But here's what it sounds like when it's sidechain. getting there. That one. Alright. So now I'm going to go to send one. That's the send channel. I'm going to, first off, what I did was I added instance of Camel Crusher. I'm not sure why. Well, Camelphat. That's what I mean. Camelphat. I don't know, I just chucked on that for some reason. And I applied 45% on, what was it? Oh, distortion. I think it was Bit Crusher. Shoot. I think it's shoot. 45%. And that one to 5. And then I applied Kickstart again. Changed it to the nice and tight one because that's what I prefer. And I will apply some Valhalla vintage Verb. Now, you'll have to play around with it. I haven't figured out the exact credo weight that I need, but this is the one I went with this project anyway. I'm still learning all about mixing and stuff. So you want it 100% wet, and credo weight I put it about 44.85 ms. So at the moment, you can't really hear the reverb. You haven't applied the send channel, but here's what I'm doing now. Add the send channel, chuck it to number 1, try 100%, turn this to there, and apply it. I think the reverb is just a tiny bit too much, so I'm gonna turn it down on send. Yeah, that's good. Play it from I'll try it now. Alright, that's pretty much done. Yeah, you can pretty much just play around with the settings and stuff. Like with well, I just grabbed 2 presets. To be honest, I don't even know which presets there were. Just added some detune and I just messed around. I don't even know how to use Serum. I still don't really know how. I just messed around with it and applied some settings in the effect chain and got it. But you can keep playing around if you might get things better. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it helped. If you come up with anything, send it over. Feel free to send it over. And if you like the track, then the track that I played in here, they're making, then check it out in the description. So yeah, have a good one.